Art the Clown has returned to terrorize your holiday season. Damien Leone's Terrifier 3. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Clint Napier from wearecritics.com, and today we're here to talk about, breakdown, and review director Damien Leone's Terrifier 3. That's right, the third installment to Damien Leone's Terrifier series is here, so all the fans can now jump for joy for the holiday season, well, a little bit earlier, for Art the Clown's epic return. That's right, the film stars David Howard Thornton as the terrifying Art the Clown. LaVera is back in this one. Elliott, Fullam, who plays her brother, is back in this one. These two are rolling straight over from part 2, if you're familiar. Now, this thing has a slew of fun cameos and a lot of gore, like it should have. And before I talk about what I think about this film, let me give you a little description of what you're getting into, especially if you're really not a fan of this franchise and you just kind of heard through the grapevine. The Terrifier follows Art the Clown. He is a demon-like entity. We don't know quite what he is, but he's a terrifying clown who terrorizes neighborhoods and individuals, victims of all sorts, all ages, all shapes and sizes. He doesn't care. If you're in his way, prepare to die. That's just basically his MO, and that's what the fans like me and other horror junkies love about him. It started in All Hallows Eve, which was like a short film, which rolled over into his own franchise titled The Terrifier. Then they had the sequel, Terrifier 2, which introduced Lauren's character and Elliott's character. In that film, we kind of think that they've saved the day and that Art is gone for good. But in part 3, he is back and he is on a mission to seek revenge, well, so to speak. But we'll get into that in Terrifier 3. Now, what did I think about the Terrifier 3? Listen, I'm a fan of Art the Clown. Listen, part of his MO, like I said, it's the shock value. It is the kill scenes. It is the slaughter. It is the gore. It is the blood. It is the creativity from the mind of Damien Leone of how he brings terror through shock and fear and jump scares and just jaw-dropping moments that we fall in love with, and I've fallen in love with. However, there is a little bit of story that feels like it's just missing from this thing. It's like I can't grasp what I'm supposed to be holding on to outside of the shock value. But that's not a bad thing when it comes to movies like this, because again, there were movies before this that we've, grabbed onto because of the character, because of the main killer. We've got, the Jasons, the Freddys, the Leatherfaces. Art is at that status right now, iconically, in the genre of horror. You can't go anywhere without seeing this guy's face. And Damien gives us what we expect to see in this movie. It is very gimmicky in the best possible way. Art is playing, David as Art is playing and having a damn good time being the psychopathic clown that we know him to be. You can tell it's written all over the screen. A lot of it is showcasing Art's personality. I think we get a little bit more of Art's personality in this film than we've gotten in a lot of the other films, as far as him interacting with people, interacting with characters, responding to characters' behaviors. We get a lot more of that playfulness in a devilish, crazy, psychotic way. But I think that's the takeaway from this. We get to learn a little bit more of, we get to see Art play personality wise. My only gripe with this film, ladies and gentlemen, really is just the fact that there's not enough meat in the storyline for me. Like, I don't know where it's taking us. I don't know where it's going. And I don't know if that's the good thing or the bad thing, but I know Damien Leone has plans. He's doing a 4th. It's already been announced. Maybe he has plans to bring us something really, really, really tight enough and just ties a beautiful. But I don't even know if this is the end. But I think if Art just keeps coming back, he's at that level. He's at that status where there could be a Terrifier 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to just keep coming back as long as those kill scenes are as creative as they always are. Let's talk about some of these cool little cameos. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there are some really cool cameos. Some that I didn't expect. One that I found out about when I did a panel with some people involved with this film. Bill Diamond, who did a lot of the set designs. A lot of this movie was filmed on Bill Diamond's studio, Bill Diamond Studios in New York. And then there's a cameo from a gentleman by the name of John Abrams, who a lot of you may remember from Scary Movie. He played the boyfriend, like the Billy Loomis character. He's really cool in that. He's a really cool dude. I didn't know he was in that movie until I had spoken with them on a panel. And I was, jokingly saying like, well, how long do you last? But he is in this film. Some other ones. Tom Savini shows up in this. We have Clint Howard who shows up in this. There are just some really cool off-the-wall cameos that come in this. And then, there's a holiday figure that shows up in this film that has probably the best interaction with Art the Clown that you could ever imagine. And I think that's one of the bigger highlights in this film that I really enjoyed. Now, there was a conversation that I had with David Howard Thornton, the gentleman who plays Art the Clown. We were talking about a movie that came out previously during the year, a horror movie that may have had the kill of the year. I can honestly say that after seeing Terrifier 3, I think Art's got it. I think Art's got the kill of the year. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed that kill in that other movie. I'm not going to say the name of it because we're talking about Terrifier right now, but some of you may already know, especially if you're listening to our podcast and know what we're talking about. But Art, and a lot of you people already know what scene I'm talking about in the Terrifier because the rumors are out there and a lot of people have been talking about this particular kill scene. I think this might be the kill. Like, Damien just doesn't hold back, man. When I tell you, the kill scenes in Terrifier are just nothing that you probably would ever expect in this day and age right now because of how sensitive people are out there. This guy is pushing the envelope. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, the kills in this movie are jaw-dropping. There are moments where you're like, what? Am I supposed to enjoy this? It goes there, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's bonkers. Like, it's really bonkers. And I think, I honestly, at this point, it's like, I don't even, where's the bar? Like, where are you going to go next, Damien? Like, where are you going next? I can understand why there are people who are just kind of like walking out of this thing. And cause you gotta be a twisted individual. Like, myself, I guess, and other horror fans, if you're just comfortably sitting back, eating popcorn and sipping on a cola while you're watching this and enjoying it. But that's what these movies are for, ladies and gentlemen. They are the perfect escape. And I think Terrifier 3 brings that, minus in-depth storytelling. And that, like I said, that's not a knock. That's just what I'm feeling, the vibe I'm feeling when I watch this film. It is a lot of shock value and there's a lot of on-brand behavior. That's the best way to say it. It's very much on brand for what Damien brings to the Terrifier franchise, what David Howard Thornton brings to the Terrifier franchise. That's what this is, with a little bit more art. No pun. But I want to know what you all think. Are you super excited to see this film? How excited are you? Have you already seen it? Let me know. Drop your comments below. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe for more movie news, television news, and pop culture. Check out wearecritics.com. See Terrifier in theaters right now. Well, October 11th. But there is a showing right now that you can go check out later tonight. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.